We are here today graphing inequalities and the special cases. If you want to see the cases that aren't special, go back and watch the one we did yesterday. These are the special cases. I'm going to show you how to do this right now. Here's one that says x is greater than or equal to -3. You have to know that the lines of the form x equals a number are vertical. Okay, they are vertical lines. So x is greater than -3. That would be on the x-axis. It would cross here at -3. Okay, here's -3. So this line is going to cross through this. Now, it's going to be a solid line. We have went over that yesterday. This is going to be a solid line here that's passing through that point. So this is my vertical line. And now we're going to shade it, which we'll do with our fancy airbrush thingy. And we're going to shade in the area to the right of this because it's the x values greater than that. Here's the x. The x values greater than this go this way. So we're going to shade all of this. All of this right here. Yeah, that's so fun to do right there. You don't even know. There it is. That's the x values shaded. Remember, a technique, if you are just shading it with a pencil or whatever, would be to make parallel or perpendicular lines going like that, and that would be just fine. All right, good deal. This is like the only time that you think left and right when you shade. And I always tell people, if it's of the form x equals a number, you shade it in the direction like that inequality symbol is like an arrowhead. So you shade it that way. I think that's handy dandy to know. Okay. Every time it pops out. That's awesome. Love that. Okay, y is less than -4. Here's another one. All right, let me show you. So this is y equals a number, and that's going to be a flat horizontal line with a slope of 0 and all that stuff, but it's going to hit right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to go right through there, and it's going to be flat. And it's also going to be dashed. So let me go back and make this dotted or dashed, whatever. And it's going to shade down because it's less than. So it's all of this area here. Okay, all of that area. So all that area right there gets shaded. Don't go like this when you shade. Like that, like you're mad at it. Don't do that. Make it look like that. Okay. Let's see here. Next one will be this thing. We need to hit the brakes on this and do this right. We're going to separate this into two problems. And the separator will be, and don't do this on your papers, I'm going to delete it, but it's going to be here, right there, so you have everything to the left of that, and here, so that you have all this stuff here to the right. So one more time. You're going to have this problem, and you're going to have that problem. All right? So we're going to have 3 less than x plus y, and I'm going to do this in 2 different groovy colors here. And then over here, x plus y less than or equal to 6. Let's do the yellow one first. We saw in class that, and I probably could do this. I'm going to try this. Let me try this. Let me see if I can get super fancy here. It's kind of like that right there. You can just flip that. All right, you can flip that around right there and achieve the same thing. So I want you to imagine that being flipped, and what you would have is x plus y, and then the sign would point the other way, and the 3 would be over there. But you don't change any of the negatives or anything. We already talked about that. So you would subtract x, and I would have y is greater than -x plus 3. Okay, now I'm going to put a circle around that one, so we'll come back to that in a minute. And grab my green color here and solve this one. So I'm going to subtract x, just solving both sides. Now y is less than or equal to -x plus 6. And I'll circle that one. And I ask you, what do you notice about the slopes of these two lines? And you would say, well, they're both -1. And if they're both the same, that means you're talking about parallel lines. So these two lines, when you graph it, better be parallel. Let's see. Let's do the yellow one first. You want to be as neat as possible here on this. I don't have graph paper or anything, but you can still achieve this. Here's my y-axis intercept of +3. This is my yellow one here, and I'm going to come down 1 and over 1. And this is going to be a dotted line. I'll do my best here. Dotted line. Now don't worry about the shading yet. Don't worry about the shading. The green one I'm going to put on here. So this is 3, so I need to come up 6. 4, 5, extend that up just a little bit. 6. Okay, there's 6, and I'm going to come down 1 and over 1. And this time, it's going to be a solid line. Right, like that. Now the shading. Okay, let's look at the yellow first. Again, don't write this down. I'm just going to demonstrate this, and then I'm going to delete stuff. As far as the yellow line goes, is it going to be shaded above or below? Well, it's going to be above the yellow line. So I'm going to shade all of this, all of that. Now it's going to shade up to infinity, so it's going to shade forever. Yellow. So that's one move. And then I'm going to change my color to green. Probably not the best color. Let's make it blue, so hopefully it becomes green here. And for the green line, I'm going to shade less than. So I shade below the green line. So we start shading this like so here. And unfortunately, it's not changing colors to green. But you can see where the colors overlap. Where it overlaps is this little strip right here in the middle. So that strip right here would be the shaded area. Just do my best here. So when you do, now nothing would be, I'm kind of overlapping there a little bit, but that's okay. It's one shaded above, one shaded below. The overlap strip is going to be your final answer. This is what it should look like. When you see things like the purple here, it's going to be that strip type answer. All right, have a good one.